little quick update here on the 3 cacao trees that I have in the backyard. Show you this guy. This guy is actually this year doing the best it's ever done. You can see that beautiful pod right there, and we've got another one coming along nicely right over here. You can see that one there, another one right behind it on the top left. And this tree is actually on its 4th year, and it's actually doing quite well. It has flowered a lot over the last 2 years, but you know, most of the small pods that develop do fall off. And this time it looks like we're going to actually get a couple of nice cacao pods from it. Now, it was 54 degrees last night, and it was in the low 40s about 3 weeks ago or so. And the trees are doing pretty good. I mean, they don't like that weather, but these guys are pretty well acclimated at this point. And here I've done a graft. This graft is probably 13 days, maybe 10 days. I can't remember right now. And I'm not sure if it's going to take. And I don't think you could see on the video because it's too dark. But there's some life right here. There's some little bit of leaf coming back. But I'm not sure, really, because it's looking kind of brown over here. So we'll give it some more time. We'll see what happens. What I did is I did a little graft here on the chupong, which is a sucker. See, there's another sucker back here. So I wanted to try to do kind of a little bit of a bark graft right along the edge here. And problem is, this wood, it didn't get grafted the same day. I kept this in the fridge for about 3 days, and then I came out and did this. So I don't know. It may or may not work. But you know what? If it works, great. If it doesn't work, we'll just try again until we get it right. So you can see here we've got more cacao pods. Now this one is also doing fairly good. You can see you got a nice pod there and a bunch of smaller ones that are hanging off. But I don't really, I don't really get excited about this particular tree for some reason. It doesn't do that well like the one I'm going to show you in just a minute. This guy is going to be a champ right here. I'm pretty sure this guy's going to be a really great little, a great cacao tree. Let's go take a walk over there and let's go see if I can show you the other one in the container. Here we go. This one over here. This is my container cacao. It's my 25 gallon. You guys have probably seen this on previous videos. Well, this guy's always been a container, and little by little, it's the same age as the ones that are in the ground, and it's been through hell. There was only one time that I had to worry about the really cold weather. That was in 2019, the winter of 2019, and it got beat up really bad. But in that time, I created a tent, and I covered it with a complete plastic tent, which I draped all the way to the ground. And it turned out that I got one beautiful pod, and it looks like this year, which is 2021, January of 2021, I'm getting even more pods that are going to stick. And this particular pod almost developed in the same exact spot that the other pod that I harvested developed, and actually got seeds and planted it. So that was my first actual cacao pod that was grown in a container. Basically, this is, like I said, 25 gallon container, and we just use potting soil, and then I add some extra peat, about 30 to 40% extra peat mixed in there, and I use a combination of an organic fertilizer. And now again, we're having that time of year where the weather gets a little crazy. We get that Florida cold snap in the 40s and sometimes even in the low 30s down here in Davie, which is basically west of Fort Lauderdale. So the tree is looking like it's had some wind damage. You can see the leaves are kind of dry. There's a lot of leaves that it's lost, and there's a lot of new growth coming out towards the top of the tree. The tree is protected on the south side by a hedge or a line of a tree line of areca palms. You can see those areca palms go straight up, and the sun is right up there, right behind me. It's almost 1:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday. So I like to grow them in some semi-filtered light, some shade, and I have the other ones that are in the back also in a similar condition. The only difference is that those are in the ground. So it looks like we've done pretty well, considering that these trees all came from seeds. So if you're anywhere down in a climate similar to mine, a subtropical climate, and you have the conditions and the temperatures that I described, you should be able to grow some cacao yourself. So anyway, I just wanted to create this really quick video. I don't even know how good it's going to come out, because I'm doing it handheld with my cell phone. But yeah, I kind of wanted to show you guys the situation update there with the cacao tree. All right, everybody, peace. Everyone stay safe, and spend a little bit of time out there in the garden. And like I said, give us a thumbs up if you liked the video, and thanks again for subscribing. We'll see you again. Have a great day.